I wanted to sit on the other side because...
Should we start with hello everyone?
Okay.
Hello everyone!
Hello everyone! So I kind of wanted to switch sides, so I'm going to be uncomfortable throughout the video.
That's so fucking awesome. I'm going to enjoy that.
I don't find it funny anymore.
I knew that stuff. She's good.
Okay, it's played out.
Okay.
It is played out.
Okay.
Hi everyone, welcome back.
We did that already. Wait, what are you doing over
I wanted to redo it.
Oh. Okay. Listen.
So, first of all, I wanted to start the video off with saying thank you to those who have reached out to us and sent us messages, to everyone. I should have wrote down all the names and give you a shout out, but here's a shout out to everyone who reached out to us, everyone who's watching our channel. And you know, the feedback that we're getting is very heartfelt, and I just pray that we all can have a journey that's going to be successful. Like, it's very trying. So, where do we begin?
I would like to put my appreciation out there to my wife. Is always super happy when she goes on YouTube and sees the response we are getting. Almost doesn't really matter what is being said. So I really appreciate that. The feedback, the support,
Yes.
the prayers we have received so far. So thank you very much. So this is actually the thing we should start with. I think the second thing I want to talk about it is me and my lovely wife right here. We sat down, we spoke about our future, our plan, which route to go, which journey to take. As you guys know, the first route of IVF was not successful. It was a very emotional weekend time, go through, we talked about it, we kind of fought.
Yeah.
We had emotionals taking over, which is kind of
a roller coaster,
I guess. But we came to the conclusion that we would like to go the route again.
Yes.
We'll give it a second try. We have to swallow a very bitter pill of the financial aspect, but I guess everything has its price. So we're going to see how we do that. It's a different story. But this is so far what we have decided as of now to go a second round with IVF.
So today was the beginning of our journey with round 2 of IVF. It's not the HSG, but it was something similar to where I had to take like a pain pill an hour prior to the procedure, and what they did was go in with a catheter and push dye throughout my uterus and the fallopian tube to make sure that there isn't any blockage. The news that was received, the results from that was scar tissue in the uterus. So now we're waiting on the doctor to give us a call back to see what our next step will be.
Because we have serious question with that result right now.
Yeah. But like, okay, you see the scar tissue, and our question is, was the scar tissue there prior to our embryo transfer?
Well, we should start it that way. The first question is, how did this scar tissue comes about?
Well, I'm guessing it was, they're saying, the doctor who did the procedure today, she was saying it could be from the surgery. So I had a myomectomy done. So
which no one really can confirm if that's the case. That's why the first question we are going to ask the doctor when she is calling us is how the scar tissue comes about in order to confirm the theory behind it.
Right.
The second question is if this really comes from the first from the first surgery we had.
The myomectomy?
Yeah, our question would be why we haven't done the process which we've done today prior to the embryo transfer, because right now we feel a little, we don't really know how we feel.
We're kind of at a loss with things because now
angry.
It's very testy. It's making us not lose confidence in the process, but it's making us take a step back as like, are we taking all the right steps to making sure we have a successful transfer, or are we missing something? So this time go around, Ronnie and I, we're concerned with the money aspect with it. Like that plays a major part. Because it's not like we're just spending a little bit of money. We're spending a lot of money, and with our expectations of making sure you take every step to make sure that we have a successful transfer, a successful pregnancy, we don't like loopholes. So right now I feel like this could possibly be a loophole. Maybe we could be in the wrong because we're missing something or we're not understanding something, but to be told that I have scar tissue inside my uterus and it's like at the top and it's kind of like smashing the uterus down, it's like, okay, when was this growing, and was it there when you did the transfer? When you did the ultrasound, was that not strong enough to view that, to see that scar tissue, and it just showed the uterus looking fine? So all I can remember is we did an ultrasound, they said the uterus looks great, and they didn't see any issues. So now, could the scar tissue be from doing the embryo transfer? Was something brushed against the uterine lining, or?
So as of now, the way how I feel about it is I kind of lost trust a little bit. Again, I have to be careful because we do not know for sure how the scar tissue came about and if the scar tissue were the reason why our pregnancy wasn't successful. We have to really be honest on that part. But if this was the issue, then I I'm really have to fight with myself to give them trust back, because I don't know the processes you have to do before you do the embryo transfer. Now we are smarter, but we paid a high price for that. Regarding, we can't really give you a pricing on the second round because we don't have received anything so far. We're guessing that we what time's over?
No. I wasn't sure you were looking.
Yes, I do. Once in a while I look at myself because I look beautiful. Hello, Ronnie.
Alright, I'm sorry. Go ahead.
You cut that out, right? This
Maybe.
Is a cut. No, this is a cut. Anyway, where did I stop? Interrupted me. Don't do this. Directly. I really have to fight myself as far as giving the trust back, because I don't know the process you have to do prior to the embryo transfer, but I believe, especially with us having a surgery where we had to recover from it 3 months anyway already. 3. 3. Damn. So anyway, especially with a recovery time of 3 months we had to do prior to the transfer, I would believe that we would have really done everything and checked everything to ensure the uterus is in a very good and perfect condition.
Right.
Because we only had that one shot, and right now, again, I don't know for sure. I don't want to assume, point the finger, but as of now, due to my knowledge, due to the information I've received in the past, and as of now, I'm upset because again, I think it was there while we did this transfer, because from the date to transfer to today is like what, 3 weeks now?
Yeah.
So scar tissue
does
like
that grow that fast in 3 weeks? So if someone knows the answer to our doubt or our questions, please leave in the comment box.
Yes,
let us
please.
know, because I guess we talked to the doctor. She's probably going to call us on Monday to let us know the next steps to take. As far as now, I have to get a laparoscopy for them to go in to scrape out all the scar tissue. So the doctor today told me that the nurse, she said either the doctor may go the route with going ahead and do the egg retrieval first and then do the laparoscopy, or do the laparoscopy and then do the egg retrieval. But me personally, I would rather do the egg retrieval first before you go in there and, I gotta wait to heal with that and maybe sensitive with how I'm feeling before they do the egg retrieval, because the eggs have to grow, and now I'm like,
it's a very difficult situation. Let me explain you why. Just for everyone who hasn't seen the prior videos we have made, I want to give you a quick shortcut. Okay, we are working on becoming pregnant for 3 years.
3 years.
3 years right now. I know there are other people having a bigger journey. We started off with having, the regular way of becoming pregnant. We started seeing the first fertility place, where we have been told that everything is alright, no problem in the beginning, and then when we digged a little bit deeper, all of a sudden the right fallopian tube had to be removed because we were told the fluid in there is washing out the pregnancy if possible. So that was number one. At the same time, we checked for fibroids, and there was minor ones.
Yeah, he said it wasn't concerning.
So, and then we tried IUI, the IUI process, where only the right side was really growing the eggs, and we couldn't proceed with that because there was no fallopian tube anymore. And we were kind of,
we did
tired of playing the lottery.
What did we do? Like 2 months of IUI?
We did three.
Or three months of IUI.
3 months of IUI, and then
it was just
the reason why we aborted this was so much the doctor, every single time we saw him, was still talking about the right side. He never checked the file prior to us walking in there, and he always mentioned the right side, and we had to remind him always, hey, it's no fallopian tube anymore, that's no connector.
But honey, remember what really drew the line, you're right, with him always saying it was the right side. What really drew the line was I was doing the injections, and in that last appointment when he said, oh, I was ready for the trigger shot.
Yes.
And I was like, okay, I was excited, but then, my light bulb came on. I was like, now we're talking about the left side. And he caught himself and he said, oh my goodness, you are correct. He was incorrect he was about to, if I didn't say anything that night, I would have went home, gave myself the trigger shot, and
who knows? That is one of the reasons why we cut it down was the first fertility, and then we changed it out. We went to the second facility. Our first impression was very good because we walked in, we had our consultation, and it was not just a consultation. She also
palpated my stomach,
checked Sean out right away, where we were aware of having fibroids in a very concerning size. So she was checking that out, and she was also giving us the heads up that the fibroid has to be removed prior to the transfer. And as I just mentioned before, the doctor who did the surgery showed us pictures and proved that the fibroid wasn't big. So we assumed that all the hormones we took during our IUI journey was supporting the fibroids to grow in a certain
But
manner.
that's an assumption.
This is also just an assumption. We don't know for sure.
You know, some hormones can play a part in it, but it's not, written in stone or etched in stone that.
Yeah, that's why I say
but we don't know.
We assume that this may be the reason
Yeah.
for it. We wouldn't have another explanation right from surgery 1 to that point, which happens in a short matter of time. I think it was 5 months.
Yeah.
Would they grow that fast? And then now, as we have told you guys already, with the outcome from today, it throws a lot of question in our mind. But again, we have no proof that those are really the connections to each other, why it was not successful. We are very upset. We just try to draw our own line.
Pretty much right now, it's just trying to grasp what was told to us today. And right now, we are all over the place with our emotions because first of all, we feel like it's not fair because we do everything on our part. And second of all, when the doctors tell you things, you really are relying on their every word. And especially when they say, oh, it's a go, it's good. This, your hopes, it's very, and then when something like this happens, it's like, how did that happen?
All we want is honesty. We want to know honestly what is going on to move on, to make check on, to have our inner peace. That is the main important thing for us. That's all we want. We just want to become pregnant and
have a baby.
Have a baby and want to be informed. If it's not the case, why it's not the case. When everyone is telling us, hey, everything with you guys is alright. Your sperm counts is good. Everything there's good. Your uterus look good. Everything's good. But at the end, it's a no.
Yeah.
Why?
So pretty much is we're moving forward.
Yes.
Right now we're waiting for the doctor to call us to see what steps we're going to take. And like I said earlier, it's either we go the route to do egg retrieval first, or she may want to go the route to do the laparoscopy first. So.
But we're definitely going to do the IVF.
Yes, we're definitely going to do round 2. It's just a matter of when we're going to do it, because due to COVID-19, everything is kind of delayed with appointments. So it's kind of like you're standing in line waiting your turn to get your surgery, or we're tagged with numbers.
Right.
See what I'm talking about? Have a serious conversation. You got to point out.
We have to make it a little, in order to get our upset level down and not to draw lines too quick and to make not emotional decisions. We have to calm ourselves down sometimes with some funny situations and some funny finger pointing like
But
that.
now it's just, we're going to wait for the doctor and
soon we have more details. We'll definitely share this with
see
you.
you.
We will provide all the information. Again, if you guys have questions, you're very welcome to leave some comments.
Yeah, ask
Reach out
questions.
to us. We will answer them. All of them. You forgot something? Yeah, I forgot one important thing.
It's not funny anymore. It's played out.
I'm pretty sure that the people who are watching that, they're laughing about that.
So corny.
Yeah, that's me.
So anyway.
The cornbread.
So, just to wrap up the video, thank you everyone for watching. See you guys in our next video.